Happy Wednesday, everyone. I am Faith Lynch, and welcome to our first episode of Basically Sports. Today, I am joined by center fielder Ty Johnson of Baylor Baseball. Ty is a current senior with a .321 batting average. Ty, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be your first guest on this podcast.
A lot of pressure.
Ready to get going.
Yeah,
I love pressure. It's good.
That's awesome. Okay, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What are you studying? And how you got into baseball.
So I am from Flower Mound, Texas. Okay. It's right in the middle of Dallas and Fort Worth. Great baseball town, great sports town. Love growing up there. Studying HKLS, maybe after baseball, go into coaching. Just kind of stay in the sport. I feel like a HKLS degree might help me out with that, kind of understanding how the body moves, helping out with coaching, everything like that. A little bit about myself. Like my faith is the most important thing about me. Just carrying out God's will any way I can. That's really the most important thing about me, and like determines everything that I do. And how I got into baseball, I mean, parents threw me in it when I was like 2-3 years old, and I've loved it ever since. It's kind of what my life has revolved around. I mean, family trips, have been going to baseball tournaments growing up, and I've loved it. It's been my life.
Yeah, that's awesome. I played club volleyball. My brother plays baseball. And so I get that your family trips are your tournaments and vacations, and you got to see the
brothers
country.
Didn't love that, but they also got some cool trips out of it too. So.
Okay. And you have brothers? How many?
I have 2 brothers.
Okay.
So I have one older brother, 2 years older than me, and then I have a younger brother. He's a senior in high school, pole vaulter.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a beast pole vaulter. He's probably going to go to college for it. So some good athletic genes in the family.
Yeah.
And my mom's a dancer too.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we got it from. Sorry, Dad. But yeah.
That's awesome. That's so good. My mom's a dancer too, so it helps. So you started on the JUCO path. There's a lot with that of it's better to start JUCO, better to go to D1. Baseball makes cuts. You started at McLennan and then came to Baylor. Tell us about your journey of playing JUCO, playing for Mitch, and then kind of how you got here.
Yeah, so coming out of high school, I really wasn't that highly recruited. I had 3 offers coming out of high school, and they were 3 Texas junior colleges. And thankfully, one of them was McLennan. And so whenever I got that offer, our assistant coach, who is now the head coach there at McLennan now, Tyler Johnson, he came to pretty much every single one of our summer games. Like our summer ball coach would always joke, like we should just give him a Sticks hat because he was outside the dugout so much. But he watched me play so often that I had a lot of faith that he knew who I was as a player and as a person, and I felt confident in going there. And then whenever I got there, kind of from the outside looking in, junior college, you think it's kind of like a couple steps below Division I baseball.
Yeah.
But when I got there, I saw all the competition around me, this phenomenal players, and I was like, this first practice was done, and I go home and I call my parents. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to play. Like, okay. I'm going to be scratching and clawing to get in that lineup. Yeah. So junior college, I mean, it's a hidden gem, and there is so much talent there. Just if you go watch like highlights, just from McLennan.
Absolutely. I
mean, they have multiple guys, 94, 95, like some dudes. Dudes. And then, so I played for Coach Thompson. Coach Thompson's the one that recruited me out of high school. Okay. And I played for him my freshman year, and it was phenomenal. One of my favorite coaches I've ever played for. Really cares for his players. You can tell he cares. And the thing I enjoy most about him is that he's real, and he'll tell you how it is, and I really enjoy that in a coach. Like, he's not gonna fluff up anything. Like, he's gonna tell you how it is, and I really appreciate that because you know exactly what he thinks of you at all times. And so after our freshman year, we were really successful. Went to the Junior College World Series, had a 50-win season, and he had the opportunity to go take the job at Baylor, and obviously he coached here previously, so he can't pass that up. So it sucked for me being at McLennan because I wanted to play for him for another year. But shortly after that summer, he gave me a phone call, wanted me to come on a visit, gave me an offer, and I committed almost immediately just because I wanted to play for him and I trusted him. So that was really big. So I've only been playing for him for 3 years. It's my third year playing for him, but I feel like I've been playing for him for 4 just because we kept that relationship going.
Yeah, that's awesome. So talked a little bit about your faith earlier. Talk about your relationship with Coach Thompson and kind of like how that's grown and how that's played into it and wanting to come to Baylor with that faith aspect.
Yeah, so honestly, whenever I first got to McLennan, I was a little scared of him.
Okay, as anyone should be.
Yeah, I was. He's a pretty intimidating guy. But,
yeah.
But like, as our relationship has grown, I kind of saw another side of him. Got to know him as a person. And he is like, he always says this to us. He goes, if I truly cared about you, then I'd care about where you ended up in eternity.
Yeah.
And he would say that all the time at McLennan. We'd have every Monday we'd have FCA. Ben Johnson out here at FCA does like a bunch of stuff around the Waco area. He'd have him come and talk to us, and every time he'd be like, I care about y'all's eternity, and that's a super important thing. And he makes sure that's important to us. Last year, he had us all come to his church with him, which is a really awesome experience. Yeah. But yeah, that faith aspect is so huge, especially, and it's super awesome being here at Baylor because you can really explore that and be open about it and be confident in it. So he's really helped me out with that aspect.
Yeah, I think that is really cool about Baylor's through their athletics. You get to be able to tap into that, where a lot of other places playing collegiately, you don't get to do that. And so to have players grow not only on the field but off the field, and I think that's huge. My head coach said to me, we lost in the NCAA tournament, like girls crying, the season's over, and he's like, well, can't wait to see everyone in heaven. So it's like, okay. So that is, you can say those kind of things and you can tap into those, and it is the most important thing about you,
Yeah,
awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk and excitement about pitching for y'all this season. New pitching coach, been able to see a lot of fresh arms, a lot of freshmen on the field. Give us your opinion on that, how that makes you feel in the outfield, just everything that's going on in that department of y'all's team.
Yeah, so with baseball, offense will always ebb and flow.
Yeah.
You're not always going to be scoring 15 runs a game. So having consistent pitching and consistent defense is always 100% the way to win a game. Because if you have good pitching and defense, you're not going to let up a lot of runs, and you're just always going to be in a game. And what Coach Sned has done with our pitching staff is phenomenal. I mean, he is one of the most positive guys that I've ever been around, pumps everybody up, and is really invested in what he does. And that's super exciting to see, just because, I don't get to be with him a lot just because he's always working with the pitchers. But just seeing him from afar and the way that he encourages us as hitters as well is so huge. But I think one of the biggest things that he does is up and down our staff, from our dude Ethan Calder to the – I don't know how many pitchers we have, but the last guy on the staff, he gives guys confidence that in a big situation in any game, they're going to get the ball.
Yeah.
And every single one of them believes that.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think that's so important in pitching, because all it is confidence.
Absolutely.
Being able to throw it over the plate, know that your stuff is going to beat that guy's stuff. So that and you can see that. You can see that in all our pitchers. Whenever they get up there, they have a different body language. They're ready to go up there no matter what situation they're going into, whether it's nobody on, 2 outs, or bases loaded, no outs. They're going to get the job done. And I think that's a testament to what Coach Ned has done with that staff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got to give you confidence, too, of knowing that whoever is going to come out has the confidence in their, I'm going to win this game for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to close it out.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely, it gives me a lot of confidence in the outfield.
Yeah.
I love going to run down fly balls over my head, but I don't want to do it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it a lot. So, but yeah, it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good. So y'all are 7-1 heading into this weekend, going to Arlington. What do you feel like has been the flip for y'all? Obviously, last season was probably not one of the best seasons for y'all as a team, as a staff. What do you feel like has been that change, and you've seen that flip this season? Obviously, been able to see some of that fruit of this training in the off season.
Yeah, before the season, we some of the leaders on the team came together, and we decided that we wanted to start building a culture that put pride in that BU logo on our chest. Yeah. And that's super, super important to me. I want people to be proud of where they go to school. Yeah. And I think that another thing that goes into that is our team has really rallied around our faith. And they're a big testament to Cole Stasio, Andrew Petrowski, Gabe Craig. They're the leaders of our team Bible study, and they really encourage guys in their faith around the team. And we actually put up this it's like big sign in our locker room. It says set free through Christ. There's a Sharpie next to it, and guys have written down some of their favorite Bible verses or maybe some encouraging sayings or something like that. But having that faith aspect built into your game, it really takes all the pressure out of sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think you're seeing that a lot on the field with our guys. Just like they'll go up in a big situation, and you'll see that they do have that confidence and that slow heartbeat because they know that it's just a game. Yeah. You know, and we're doing this for fun. But yeah, on the culture side, guys are like, you can. I think we're 7-1, but I think that one loss really told us a lot about our team because you could see how much it hurt guys and how much fight that we had in that game Sunday against Gonzaga. Yeah. But you can kind of see that culture that we're building. Guys want to win, they want to play hard, and they want to play for the guy next to them, which is the most important thing.
That's really good. You said a lot of great things. I feel like, and I mean, being Baylor student athlete, like, I love Baylor, and so to watch a team like fight so hard, you know some of the guys, you know that you want to win, and just these past couple of years have just been so draining. You know, I get it. Like losing sucks. Losing is hard. Yes. It's you can lose gracefully, but it doesn't always look gracefully. And so I think it's great that y'all have wanted to reinvent that. Like, hey, let's take more pride in what's on our chest. Let's take more pride in where you go to school because you want to be able to look back on your career and say, hey, yeah, I played baseball at Baylor, and look at them now. You know.
Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite things that we've been doing this year that we didn't do last year is after every win, we sing the Baylor line. Yeah. And, like, I know it's something small. But huge. Like, after a win, kind of, like, recognizing, like, the tradition within the school. Yeah. We've had people come out to us, Baylor alumni, like, saying how much they love that. And that really means a lot to me because, like, it's bigger than us. Absolutely. And that's cool to see. Yeah. Even when you lose, I lost the NCAA tournament, it was our senior game, and we won, but it was last time I knew we were seeing the Baylor line after a game, and I could barely keep myself together just because it's that pride and it's that emotion of you're playing for something bigger than yourself. Yeah. And to see alumni come and recognize that, that's huge because, you're leaving a lasting legacy of like, okay, when I look back in 5 years, this is still going to be in the program and still stick. Right. Yeah. I'm thankful that I ended up here, and I'm going to be thankful for it for the rest of my life. Yeah. So. Oh, that's awesome. That's really exciting. Okay. We're going to do a speed round of just your favorite things, learn more about you. We're going to try something out on this new series. So your favorite movie? The Departed. Okay. But if we're going like comedy movies, Hot Rod. Really? I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. I have. Oh, everyone else is not in your head. Have you ever seen that movie? Yes. Phenomenal movie. Yeah. Okay. Favorite current player and then your favorite childhood player. Current player, Bryson Stott, second baseman for the Phillies. His swag is unmatched. And then all time, Ian Kinsler, grew up a Rangers fan. Yeah. Like I kind of matched my game growing up after him. I grew up a second baseman, so yeah. That dude is my hero. Yeah. You actually got to meet him this fall. Really? Yeah. So that was cool. Sick. Yeah, that's awesome. Favorite food? Steak. Yeah. I know that's a basic answer. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I get it. That's great. I know. I've really taken, I had a lot of off time over the summer, and I really, I got myself a cast iron. Yeah. Started taking pride in the way I make steak. Yeah. So, That's amazing. Someone will be thankful for that in the future. Favorite sport besides baseball? I played football in high school. Okay. But right now I'd say golf.
Yeah.
I'm not very good. But
do you feel like that messes with your swing?
It's two completely different swings.
Yeah.
So I think it's just more like, I don't know. Like there's a lot of pressure that comes with like performing in baseball.
Yeah.
For me at least.
Okay.
But I go out there and play golf and like I know I'm not going to be good. So it's a little bit more fun.
Yeah. You're challenging your brain. You can turn your like baseball brain off and turn your golf brain on.
Yeah, it's definitely nice.
Yeah, that's good. Favorite music or favorite song you're listening to right now?
I'm a big country guy.
Okay.
I love Braxton Keith.
Yeah.
Went and saw him in concert this summer.
Awesome.
And then my roommate Enzo Apodaca, he has gotten me onto the house music EDM wave, like John Summit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that dude's a DJ in another life. So.
That's amazing. What's your walk-up song right now, or does it rotate? Because I was trying to pay attention, but I feel like it's different sometimes.
So we get two.
Okay.
One of my walk-up songs I've had since my freshman year. It's Broadway Girls by Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
And then the other one is called No Longer Bound by Forrest Frank, Baylor alum. So, but yeah, I think the reason I chose that is because it kind of like grounds me.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. Well, Ty, thank you for coming on today. This was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was
first guest, but thanks for tuning in, everyone, today, and we'll see you next time.